I am live, and I am late. But, hey, we're here now. Let's go... Let's see... Enable my secondary screen. There we go, there we go. Take a drink of water before I get started. Wow. Okay. Continue. Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. Day 2. Wait. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Great, thank you, Stream Elements. Okay. So I remember I was kind of like stuck before. I didn't really know what to do. I've already looked at everything here. I don't think there's anything I can do here anymore. The flying air tank. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. 20th. A week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Fiance gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last. The night of the murder. Oh my. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. Wow. But you see, I went home right before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Let's go to the entrance. Wait, no. I gotta go to the woods. Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy from me yet? We found him. Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Yeah, y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait, I need proof. You get a photo? I have proof. Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let's see your proof. Present. Take that! Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time. A couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So, you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. Hello, Attack! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm sorry, Lada. No, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised. Poor Lada. Case information. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lada. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. I knew it! I knew it clicked twice! Wait, so you have another photo? Well... yeah. But there's nothing in it at all. Just a lake. Can this game, like, bring some action instead reading? Unfortunately, no. It's all reading. It's like a dating sim, but without any actual dating. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo shows an empty lake. taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. Second lake photo added to the court record. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Whipping butts, you say? Okay, where to now? Boat rental shop. December 26th, boat rental shop. And how the f*** does the main character know on what date the picture will taken? Because she gave it to her? It's taken the night of the murder. We know the night of the murder. It's not that hard to put 2 and 2 together. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. We're trying to figure out who done it. Or rather, we're trying to prove who didn't done it. People think that Edgeworth killed a guy, but we're trying to prove that he didn't do that. So we're out investigating, trying to find evidence. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone out. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Let's go in the shack. December 26th, Caretaker Shack. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg. Definitely a stoner. Definitely a drug addict, yeah. Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? There's an YouTube video called Who Done It? Have you watched it before? I don't know, maybe. My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You made your old man proud. Oh no? He's senile. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Huh. No, I don't think that I've seen it, no. Polly, the kids are home. Hello, squawk! Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch. Kiss. Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Oh no, not the wet noodle. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, Squawk! Yep. I'm not gonna watch that right now. Sorry. Zzz. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. The pasta restaurant. Zzz. A pasta shop? Yep. To think the wet noodle will live when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you to the third generation. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. A pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all in the family chatter? I mean, charade. This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Boat rental shop. Zzz. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? Here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo dude, we want to ride one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. Pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Zzz. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not kids! Nick? Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either! We're here to investigate a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please, help us! A lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. but on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Ooh, should we promise or should we lie? I mean, should we lie or should we not promise? Heck. We can't promise that. I can't make that promise. Is this any way to treat your old man? Bah, you want my help? You've come to the wrong man. Oh, now he's grumpy. Not to mention he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop? Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? Phoenix noodles. I guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith! But wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg! Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, Scrock! Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Zzz. He fell asleep. Zzz. Photo. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night out on the lake. Okay, good night, Attack. Thanks for hopping in. Have a good sleep. Hold on, I'm gonna give you an emoji. Sleepy Zanies. Bye-bye. Yes, Dad. Yes. I know about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all... Hold on a sec, I want to check something real quick. I want to make sure I'm streaming the right category. Yeah, I am. Okay. I just want to make sure that it was working. Oh, I'll switch back to the game. I didn't think that was gonna ring any bells. Oh wait. You know about Gordy? Nope. Nope, doesn't know anything about the gun either. Oof. Hmm. Let's see, what do I do here now? Also, I like the sound of the snot bubble popping is actually just the judge's gavel. What? What do I do now? What you saw? I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. Oh no, he forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. What do I do? Let's move out of here. Oh, no. For a second I thought Edgeworth was going to show up. Yeah, my stream really is behind, isn't it? Is it really that behind? Huh. Anyway. Yeah. Let's move. Criminal Affairs Department. No, nothing here. How about Grossberg? No, he's not here either. Let's go back to the lake. Maybe there's still something I need to show the old guy? Maybe we need to take a look around. Hey, Nick! He has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murders? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. This fishing pole looks expensive. Fishing's all about having the right equipment. How are you supposed to catch anything with a 2-cent rod? That's why I like to ask Detective Gumshoe. Wow, he has a television in here too. Yep, don't work though. Really? I picked it up from the dump after all. It figures that it doesn't work. Then why do you keep it? I don't know. It just looks right there. In the summer, I replace it with a mini fridge. A broken mini fridge? Of course. I got that from the dump too. Nobody in their right mind would throw away a good cooler. Funny. Oh, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. Well, these fish are saltwater fish. Of course, that's the point of fishing in your own backyard. Of course, what's the point of fishing? Of course, what's the point of going fishing in your own backyard? Deep sea fishing's the best. Mighty tasty too. Right. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me. What? You forgot Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly. How you been? Hello, hello. Squawk. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot, an erstwhile companion of the boat shop carrier, answers the name Polly. Why did we add this to the court record? Parrot added to the court record. Too bad all she can say is hello. Ha ha ha. Well, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly! Squawk! Hehe, cute! He has found a new friend. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. That's right, Keith. I'm confused. I think that's everything to look at. Oh, except that. Look, a little safe. Now don't you go opening people's safes without permission, Meg. Maybe later. Later? What do you mean later? Polly? Heck, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk! Alright. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? Heh. See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. In a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved with your little heist schemes. You know what? Well, Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, we have forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL9. Squawk! What? Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL9. Squawk! What? The DL9? 6? Wait, was I reading DL9 instead of DL6? Thanks, dyslexia. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad? Zzz. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. And I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Entrance. Move to Criminal Affairs Department. Get a drink of water. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah. Talk. The boat caretaker. Do you know the boat rental shop down at Gore Lake? Oh yeah. I shouldn't do the gravelly voice. It's gonna hurt my throat. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How did you... That's supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. The DL6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that has something to do with this current case. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Parrot, the erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker, answers to the name Polly. What's that? Parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. A parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6, squawk! Haha! Pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. Guess it's time we face Edward's past. Okay, records room. Get a drink of water here. Records room. December 26th, Police Department, records room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We're almost through with 4th grade, where he suddenly transferred because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Wow, voice crack. Oh my gosh. The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So this game takes place in 2016? Okay, interesting. So in 2 days the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district court. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Oh, I see. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. Dang. 5 hours. That would be scary like that, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. Looks like a bullet hole. That guy's dead. He's bleeding. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edwards' father, wasn't it? Oh, it makes so much sense. That's why he's afraid of earthquakes. He said that was his father. He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edwards was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim data. You have data on the victim, Edwards' father. Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. Dang, he looks so young. He is so young. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. Damn, in an elevator with your dead dad in the dark for 5 hours. That would be very traumatizing. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Or have I heard that before? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy from that my mom got. That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to defense lawyer Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Oh. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. Wait, why am I speaking in Maya's voice? The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator, but he was declared innocent. He disappeared. Wait, is the old man Yogi? Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact this whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick! Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file. File on the DL6 incident. DL6 case file added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. Wow. I can flip my thing upside down by doing this. That's funny. Wow. Maybe. Save your progress up to this point. Yes. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who was the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. We're right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Are you sure about that? Order, order. Sir Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Oh, unless you question everything. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's a mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. Wake up. I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. Still haven't heard who this old guy is. Gonna make a save here. Backup save. Raise an objection. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Blah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Witness will state his name. Well, not really sure. Yep. What is your name? No. What do you mean? Thanks, Dyslexia, for creating words where there were no words. My memory. Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. You say you can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. And I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there's only 10 seconds before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. The night of the murder? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When you talked talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seemed so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Zzz. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see, continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for the court of law. But wait, no, it is. That's not good enough for a court of law. Are you sure about that? Mr. White. Exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yeah. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, a boat comes back to shore, and the man walks by my window. Oop, I just skipped through all that stuff I was supposed to press him on. If I know Von Kama, he spent time preparing that witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Phew, it's tough being a lawyer. I heard a bang, yep. Was there something in the boat? It was pretty far out there. Couldn't see clearly. I figured there was two men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. The time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. The man that was the defendant, he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth's boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Fun karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in this courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. To save. Gotta use my third save. I'm going to raise an objection. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photographs showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. No. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, the court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say this testimony is a lie, show us proof. Eric. Nick, do we have evidence? It's not good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you tell me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tusk, tusk, tusk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. Fell asleep. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no reason for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! The court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, guilty? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. No. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Dang, I thought I actually lost there. Huh? What? It's Larry! Yay! It's Larry! Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today, I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. Trial's over. Nick! This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor? Is there another witness? If there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here. Right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What's this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Whew. It's getting intense. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Humph. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake last night. Yes? He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right! And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. Picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? But karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't ever talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15? Everything's on Larry now. Alright, another drink of water. Okay. December 27th. 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Hamna. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, they'll leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony, the night of the murder. That's right. I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the... rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Cross-examination. The night of the murder. That's right. I was out in a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did this sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you heard one bang, correct? Yeah? Huh. Well, Nick... It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. That night I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. Where's a contradiction? Looking for something and I found it. So he slipped back, slipped the boat back in the dock. Then I was thinking about going home. I heard this bang on the lake where I didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home. But there were 2 gunshots. Objection. Well, wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at what... Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I think he should continue. No, I'm gonna save. Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Oh, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Alright, leave it to me. I wonder if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Witness testimony. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You're listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. Witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? The announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm counting this. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-examination. Slowly being alone on Christmas Eve. So, you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there, alone, on Christmas Eve, alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? So, you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, you cease these questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Kammer has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care? We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Then just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Kammer was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Wait a minute. Almost Christmas Eve? Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25 00:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. Current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Well, what? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Buzz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry is right. Larry is not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. Assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Oh boy. What am I gonna do? The camera. However, it's saving. I'd like to share it with the court. Useful and stupidity go hand in hand. Get rid of both, and I'll allow you to show me this rubbish you call evidence. In other words, I picked the wrong evidence to show him. I can tell from your face you haven't learned your lesson. Very well, try again. Show us your evidence. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Empty lake. Look at this photograph. This was taken by your witness yesterday, Miss Laga Hart, with her automatic camera. Time step on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, When Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? His heart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, it is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 15-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Come on. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. And that's why I'm going to save. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. What am I going to use as evidence? This one's tricky. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Your Honor, sorry. I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show us evidence you aren't confident with, Mr. Wright. I'll ask you again. Can you prove the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? I ask you, why? Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with... Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderers here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Go to a save here. Has to be the murderer and Hammond. It was the murderer and Robert Hammond. What are you saying? This contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Yes, that's right. Also, might I mention, the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, has admitted to being on that boat. Right, Your Honor. Crash and burn. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for this foolishness. Sigh. I'll ask you again. Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. The night Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Riot, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is a caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Am I? It took place... the shack. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He hears a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. And he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both Miss Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. I know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. Due to someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice and drew attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before, the boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake last night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir? Bailiff. We were conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should we do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Tap, tap, tap. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. Search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Tap. Very interesting. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah? Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so panicked. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, but to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh no, don't tell me! It's crazy. Well, Well, I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna end it there. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.